Welcome, ghouls, ghosts, and mere mortals, to the Hidden Creek Manor. Now, our pirate section of the haunt, or Kraken's Cove, is front and center. It's the most noticeable part of our haunt, and it's designed to look like there is a pirate ship sinking into the water, and it looks like Kraken tentacles are coming out and attacking the ship. Problem is, it's a yard. It's grass. It's not actual water. I'm not going to actually put real water in my yard just for a Halloween haunt, or at least not yet. Anyway, so for the time being, what I've been using to give it the illusion of water is I have these two lights that I use on either side that when I face them towards the ground, it does look like water. And it looks good, but you can tell it's just a light. So I've been seeing a lot of videos recently online of people using these along with a fog machine to create a swamp effect. Now, this is a laser level. That's all it is. The ones I've been seeing online use green primarily. I ordered a blue one because I wanted it to look like water. Most people that I've seen use them have them more as a swamp effect. But since mine is open water, where a pirate ship would be, I decided to go the blue route. So let's take a look at setting up the blue laser level and setting up my fog machine and see if we can give our pirate theme a more unique water look that really makes it feel like you're looking at a pirate ship that's sinking into the water. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I did was I grabbed one of my fog machines. I just grabbed a small cheap model just to test it out with. And then I took a drainage pipe that you normally use with your gutter system, and I wrapped it around the entire pirate ship. Once I got that drainage pipe laid out, I then started drilling holes for the fog to escape through. Now, a challenge that I ran into here, that you can see quite obviously, is that it wasn't very easy to drill holes into a round, kind of smooth surface one-handed. So I had the camera in one hand and the drill in the other, so it was quite the challenge to get started. So I only filmed myself doing like 2 or 3 holes, and then I put the camera down and used 2 hands on the rest of them, which made it much easier to get those holes started. And then the last piece of prep work that I did before it got dark was mounting the laser to a spare piece of 2x4. So I'm pretty infamous for saving all of my spare pieces of 2x4s after I've cut the actual pieces of wood that I need, but it came in handy here. You know, this small little spare piece of 2x4 is all I needed to do the trick. Once again, I was doing this one-handed just like I did with that gutter drain, so it looks a bit odd when I'm trying to drill into this, but whatever. Camera in one hand, drill in the other. It still accomplished what I needed to accomplish, so it didn't really matter if it was pretty. So that's pretty much all the prep work for daytime. And now we just have to wait till it gets dark so we can start working on the actual laser and the fog and get everything positioned. So once again, this was just a test. I just wanted to see how this would turn out. So because this was just a test, I didn't do as good of a job as I would on Halloween night, but that's the point, right? We're testing this out now, so that way we're prepared for the big show. So I can tell you all kinds of excuses, but long story short, I had a fog machine that isn't my best fog machine, and the way the fog comes out isn't the best output to send it to a hose. So as you can see, I've got a lot of spillage. Also, I don't think I drilled enough holes in that tubing, so the fog didn't have enough of an escape route, so it just kind of kept coming back out the entrance. So I'd have a lot of fog kind of showing up that wasn't where I wanted it to be. Also, this is a very chilly night, and I didn't have my full fog chiller going, so a lot of the fog wasn't really sticking around like I wanted it to. It wasn't low-lying as it should have been. And it was kind of windy. So you'll see, as I'm testing out things, the fog switched directions quite often. So I think ships are stacked against me, but for the most part, I was able to accomplish what I was trying to accomplish here. So at this point, I'm just trying to get the laser to the best possible place I can to make sure that it creates the desired effect. I originally was going to put it on the left side of the pirate ship and try to hide it with one of my pirate decorations, but it just wasn't creating the effect that I wanted on that side. So I decided to switch sides. But before I decided to switch sides, I also noticed that my haunt lights that I was using to light up the different parts of the pirate ship were actually taking away from the effect, causing light pollution. So I ended up turning off 2 of my haunt lights so I could get a better output from that laser when I was trying to use it with the fog. And after quite a bit of trial and error, I finally found the best spot for the laser to really put off the amount of light that I wanted it to produce, and then also the amount of fog that was needed to give it that water effect. So now that I've got everything in place, looks like I want it to look, let's take a look at the final results. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. I really like the way it actually looks like water. One of the biggest issues that I've had ever since setting up this pirate display is that it looks like it's supposed to look like it's coming out of the water when in fact it's coming out of my yard. I've got the Kraken and the pirate ship, and I've been using light effects. I've got these 2 lights that kind of simulate moving water, but they don't quite do the job that I want. But I think this is exactly what I was looking for. If I can use that low-lying fog and that laser together, it does kind of give it a flowing water effect, which is, like I said, exactly what I want. Now, once again, this was just a test. I just wanted to see how it would turn out, so I just am using this one laser light that I bought from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, so that way if you guys are interested in getting one for yourself, you can just use that link. I think moving forward, I would probably use more lights, maybe 2 or 3 lasers on different sections. This one worked great, like I said, but it just didn't light up as much of the pirate ship section as I would like. Just kind of a small area right in front of the boat. But like I said, overall, I'm very pleased with this effect. I think it's going to look great, especially once I resolve my fog issue and add a few more lasers. I think it's really going to make a really cool water effect with the pirate feature. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stay up to date and notified with everything that we're doing here at Hidden Creek Manor, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to discuss, maybe offer a better suggestion on how we could create a fake water effect, I'd love to hear in the comments. But for now, happy haunting, and we'll see you in the next one. Congratulations. You made it to the end of the video. As a reward for sticking around, you may now watch one of these 2 videos. The choice is yours, but choose wisely.